The Bundesliga is known the world over, home to some of the biggest stars and clubs playing the game. But in this particular league, the action doesn't take place on the pitch, but over the board across 15 action-packed rounds throughout Germany.
The Chess Bundesliga is the strongest league in the world.
I am from Germany, so that makes it kind of natural to play in the Bundesliga.
It's very nice to get the chance to play with just with the best, the world champion, with all the best players. So it's a very nice league.
Founded in 1980, the Schachbundesliga is made up of 16 teams playing a round-robin format over a season-long competition. Each team has a roster of 18 players made up of pros and amateurs, with 8 selected for each match weekend.
The top division, it's all play all essentially throughout the year, so you have 15 matches. Often you travel around the country, so one weekend you'll play at your home ground, next you might play at a different ground.
It goes on for like 7-8 months, like a normal league on different sports. So what happens is that you get to play every month against a very strong player, which actually helps to keep your level.
We are playing 8 players against 8 players. Generally at the first board the strongest players are playing, and your goal is to have more than 4.5 points to win the match. So, easy like that.
The appeal of playing in the Bundesliga is that you guarantee you're facing strong opposition, you test yourself against the best. There's this great team spirit. The chess club in most teams is kind of incorporated into the sports clubs, and you really feel part of the spirit. You have the fans coming along. The German Federation has the most members in the world out of any country, so yeah, there's something a bit special.
The teams in the league are based in some of Germany's best-known cities, with many integrated into larger sporting organisations.
Being affiliated with Werder Bremen is very nice. I like the stadium we have. Just in general, it's a great club to be in.
St. Pauli Chess Club. It's very closely connected to the football team. This weekend we're playing some games here in this stadium. Feels like all of these sports, now chess included, they kind of, they're part of one big family, which is a really nice feeling.
St. Pauli were one of the 3 teams promoted to the Bundesliga last season, and they immediately made headlines by pulling off the league's biggest coup, signing Magnus Carlsen to their squad.
How we were able to sign Magnus, actually the main driver here was the support of a sponsor, and we had this idea of like bringing a Viking team together, which matches like we are in northern Germany, so bringing in a lot of Scandinavians makes sense for us, and that also motivated Magnus for signing up, because obviously David is a close friend of him, so we built a team which like matches the passion that Magnus also has.
With star players like Magnus Carlsen and David Howell, it's pretty amazing to play alongside. Not only are you playing alongside them and you can watch their games, but also they are analyzing together with you. Analyzing with these guys helps a lot. They are quite strong.
FC St. Pauli may be the newcomers, but it's Baden-Baden who dominated the Schachbundesliga in recent years, with Germany's #1 Vincent Keymer amongst their star players.
I think Baden-Baden's success story started a long time before I was even born. They won most of the last 15-20 seasons. They used to have all the best players in the world, still have many of them. The way it started with me was that Kränke started sponsoring me when I was very young, and it was always the idea that I'd become strong enough that I would someday join Baden-Baden and play basically for their A team. So it was very nice when it worked out.
If you look at the table right now, there are 3 teams who are clearly ahead of the rest, which is Baden-Baden, Viernheim and Düsseldorf, obviously. I'd say it's about fundraising, it's about sponsorships. If you look at the Premier League or the German Football Bundesliga, it's the same story, right? So in the end, who is able to raise more money is more competitive, but also who is able to create a better team, who is like cohesive, is also in a better position. And that's what we are trying to.
Like the Chess Olympiad, the Bundesliga gives players the chance to compete as part of a team rather than individuals, which can mean a slightly different approach to how you play the game.
It's very different to one-on-one, head-to-head chess, where you just focus on finding the best moves. Often you see some of your teammates are struggling, which means you need to take more risk, or sometimes the team have already done the hard work for you.
Usually what every player is trying to do is like try to assess the position of other boards, of your teammates, where let's say if we are down a point, so you know you have to take risk to at least draw the match, or the vice versa. If you are like up a point, then you know you don't have to put some rash moves and might danger the whole team.
To play with 8 boards, you're never sure what is happening, so you have to fight for every single half point in this league, and you have to have an eye on that boards too, not just about your game. So it's affecting your game as well. And to play in a league format, it's for me very special.
The Schachbundesliga also has a thriving women's league, and the clubs are investing in youth chess to ensure that the next generation not only continue to enjoy the game, but could produce a future world champion.
We want to create passion for chess and to make chess as public as possible, to promote the game and grow the game, together with our players, obviously.
It feels like the German league is in a very healthy place right now. It seems like it's going from strength to strength. Still, all the top players are there, still all the clubs are really kind of pulling together, and that makes it extra exciting to follow.
In today's digital age, businesses require more than just an idea. To stand out from the crowd, you need a strong digital identity. Get your unique domain name, because IT is you.
Germany's #1 player, Vincent Keymer, is one of the higher profile stars of the Schachbundesliga. The 20-year-old from Mainz is also part of a new generation of players making their mark on the game. A club that includes the likes of world champion Gukesh D, Nodirbek Abdusattorov, and 2025 Tata Steel winner Pragnananda.
To be included among the great young players is in some way even natural, because we've been playing like alongside each other for so long. I think the first time we were all at the same place was in South Africa 2014 for the Under-10 World Championship.
He's got this fantastic style. He's got a very deep understanding of chess for someone so young. He does everything right, super professional, super nice guy. He's destined to be at the very top, and it's been a while since Germany had a real superstar in chess, so it's very exciting to see his progress.
The current world number 25 became the youngest German ever to become a Grandmaster aged 14 in 2019, but has already had some standout moments in his relatively short career.
When I'm asked about like the most memorable tournaments, always 3 come to mind, which would first be the Grand Open 2018, which I won ahead of many Grandmasters, including Richard Rappert, as a 13-year-old. This also kind of was the start of my professional chess career. Then we have the 2022 World Rapid Championship, where I took silver, only behind Magnus Carlsen, which was certainly something special, especially since it was the first World Rapid Championships I ever played. And then, of course, now, 1 month ago, more or less, the Weissenhaus Freestyle Challenge. Winning a tournament ahead of Magnus, Fabi, Alireza, Nakamura, all those world-class players was an amazing feeling, especially since I beat most of them in matches without losing a single game, so that was certainly something really special.
That first major achievement was at the 2018 Grenka Classic. While the likes of Magnus Carlsen and other stars were battling it out for the main title, 13-year-old Vincent was busy finishing ahead of 49 Grandmasters in the Open competition to claim victory and secure the first of 3 norms he would need to become a Grandmaster himself.
Before the final day, that was basically the main goal, because we were playing double rounds, so there were 2 rounds in one day. And the morning round I was playing against Gabor Papp, a strong Hungarian Grandmaster, so I needed a draw at least to secure my norm, and I managed to win that game. And after winning that game, I was feeling so relieved and suddenly like kind of free, in the sense that now I'm just playing for myself, and I didn't feel as much pressure, even though you would think that sitting on the stage playing against Rappert in front of all those people should put some enormous pressure, but it was in a special situation that I was playing pretty freely.
While the Grenka Open announced his arrival on the international chess scene, February's result at the opening round of the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour proved Vincent should now be regarded as a match for anyone.
Nobody saw it coming. He started the tournament as one of the lowest seeds, as one of the kind of dark horses, but he defeated Magnus Carlsen, Fabiano Caruana, Alireza Firouzja, and not just beating them, but doing it in style. Almost perfect accuracy, doing it with really kind of flamboyant play along the way. It was incredible to see, and it showed that Vincent, he's a superstar in the making. That was his big breakthrough moment.
His victory at the Freestyle Grand Slam also marks another step on the ladder to chess's ultimate prize. He's already had a taste of winning the World Championship as part of Bukeshti's team last year, an experience that is shaping his own personal goals for 2025 and beyond.
Of course, ambitions are always kind of an important part of the career. And for me personally, this year there were two main goals, which was first of all playing well in the freestyle tour and then also trying to qualify for the candidates next year, which means playing great in either the World Cup or the Grand Swiss or qualifying through FIDE circuit. So I would love to establish myself as a top 10 player. Of course, you know, any chess player would love to somehow get the chance to play the World Championship match or then even win it. But I don't really see that as a goal, but more as something that of course is in my mind, and I'm for now really focusing on the qualifying to the candidates.
Berlin might not have a team in the Schachbundesliga, but it's making an impact on the German chess scene that is equally as impressive. Wander into the city centre and you'll come across a destination that has set out to completely reimagine the city's vibrant clubbing scene.
Here at the World Chess Club Berlin, the atmosphere is very, very friendly and is open for everyone, from total beginners to completely advanced. Sometimes we have Grandmasters or international masters coming in, and it's such a lovely place to hang out, have some games, learn as well.
I don't know how many other places across the world there are, but from my experience in Australia and Europe, I haven't seen a venue like this where such a captivating environment for the game, but also for bringing people together is offered.
Most chess clubs looked like schools, and we wanted to create a venue which represents what we think is modern chess. We know that Berlin and Germany is one of the most chess-playing countries in the world. So we found the venue in the center of Berlin on Unter der Linden, and we opened the World Chess Club Berlin back in 2023. We wanted to provide players with the environment where they feel special, they feel a little bit elevated, and that it kind of feels a little bit like a World Chess Championship experience. So we used the design code from those events, and we tried to bring it here. So in my perfect chess club, which is kind of this, there are several playing areas. One is for social chess, one is for tournaments, where you want to play focused and undisturbed. There is a coffee shop with excellent coffee, because chess players are very religious about their coffee. And a shop with souvenirs. I would say it's a mix of a museum, a coffee shop, and a lecture hall, all in one. So when you enter the World Chess Club, you enter this place called Piazza, where you can take a seat, play some chess, meet some friends. Berlin is a place where people love to sit outside, and we're lucky to have a yard where we have chess tables and really comfortable chairs. So people spend lots of time outside when it's warm and play chess, fight the bees, and whatever else they do outside. I think our yard is the most popular chess club in the summer in the world. It's filled with people all the time, and they all play chess. Off the court yard, we have our official chess shop, which features world chess products which we produce specifically for Berlin. It's very well designed in my view, and you can kind of celebrate the visit to the club by getting a very, very chessy souvenir.
The shop is one of the key features and why people really like us. All of our pieces are handcrafted and they're designed based on the Staunton design. We have a large, wide range of boards, whichever one you choose. You get that feeling of high-class, designer, beautifully crafted chess to align with your game.
Then on the same floor we have an open kitchen where we're feeding people. The bar is also special. It features chess-themed cocktails. They're named after famous chess players, like the Botvinnik. It's not only a drink, it's also kind of a lecture in chess history. Also, we have huge event space downstairs, and that's where we host major chess events like Armageddon. It's kind of a bespoke studio, and we can produce really high-level chess productions and show them to the world with minimal delay. We organized Armageddon here in the club, and it was a little bit like a stadium with all the spectators watching live, and lots of famous players came to play, like the current world champion, Gukesh, and all the greats in chess, like Kramnik and Dubov and all these guys. And it had all the lights and bells and whistles. When you go upstairs, the first thing you see is this library, which is an event space as well. It's a place for tournaments where you can play undisturbed, and you can see what's happening downstairs if you like, but basically it's an event space for tournaments. And when you go through that, you enter a secret bar. It's called the Players' Lounge, just like in the World Chess Championship matches, where players usually hang out and wait until their games start. But also it's a VIP room where you can sit down, have a drink. There is also a bar there, and look through the glass wall onto what's happening downstairs.
Upstairs at World Chess Club, we also offer chess courses for many levels, starting from beginners and all the way to advanced. It's usually after work, so everyone gets the chance to participate. We try to make these courses as compact or as small as possible in terms of number of participants, because it's not a lecture where we're just giving them notes and tips how to improve their chess. It's more of a discussion.
One of the main things I like about the club is that it can cater for people of all abilities. It's been a great way for me to network and to connect with different people and to build a bit of camaraderie between people of different nationalities, and to meet the different people that I've met throughout Berlin, and also to meet people who are traveling from other countries who have an interest in the game or who are just interested in the look of the club and are looking to get their first experiences through playing at the venue as well.
Usually chess clubs, they take annual or monthly fees, but this club doesn't have any membership fees. We think that there are so many people who like chess that actually it can sustain a hospitality business. So you don't need a membership to come here if you like chess, or even if you don't like chess. Come and check it out. Everybody is welcome, and looking forward to seeing you here.
Ratings are the benchmark for every player, whether Grandmaster, aspiring player, or online maestro. The ones that really count are the official ratings used by FIDE, updated monthly. They're the gold standard for keeping an eye on who's making the headlines in the classic, rapid, and blitz formats of the game. Calculated using the ELO formula developed by Arpad ELO, they provide a numerical reflection of a player's performance to give an indication of both their skill set and probable outcome of future matches. Players have their rating updated after every game. If there's an outright result, the winner takes points from their opponent. If it's a draw, the lower rated player takes points from their rival. Grandmasters are the ultimate experts when it comes to performing under pressure against the clock. But what are the sport's biggest players like doing the same thing away from competition? We're continuing our quest to find out by asking some of chess's most exciting stars to tell us all about themselves in just 2 minutes. Today we turn the spotlight and the clock on the current world number 6.
I am Nodirbek Abdusattorov. I am a Grandmaster, and I am from Uzbekistan. I would describe my style as an aggressive player. My main strength is to fight every game till the end and making good decisions when I'm under a lot of pressure. Favorite opening is Real Opus. It has a rich history, and it was played by many world champions. I'd like to improve in playing good endgame, to have a good endgame technique. like Magnus Carlsen had. My favorite player is Garry Kasparov. I was inspired by him, so I admire him and I try to play like him. The toughest opponent is Magnus Carlsen, because he's one of the greatest players of all time and he's still playing great chess, and he's the toughest opponent that I have faced over the board. I prefer to play over the board because it's very different to play online. When you play online, you don't see your opponent, you don't feel your opponent, how is he reacting to your moves. You can't see the emotions. While playing over the board, you can read your opponent through his emotions. My proudest moment is becoming World Rapid Champion in 2021, winning gold medal for the first time. That was my biggest achievement so far. My biggest goal is to become world number one. That's my childhood dream. That's ultimate goal of every top player. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be challenging, but I'm ready to take it and I'm looking forward.